Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Breakfast Bando, the desk is messy again, universe is healing, and today I've been at Reading Warfare over at Farnborough Airfield. Reading Warfare is the yearly show for the Wargamers Association of Reading, which is one of the larger wargaming groups down here in the south of the UK, and Warfare is one of the better shows around. 2 days, today and tomorrow, and it's usually has a really good selection of tradies, good trade stands, lots of sort of bring and buy sections. It has lots of second-hand stuff, lots of sort of the regulars you'd see from like the trade groups like ABC Brushes, whose I get all my brushes from. Cases are always there. You get to see people, usually the Perrys are there, maybe not themselves, but like the organisation is there. Usually, there's a lot of Warlord Games there, sometimes they turn up. And then you've got loads of smaller, more boutique guys there. And I thought I would just cover what I got there, and also I'm going to cover this, which just arrived. So the first thing is the second-hand market there. The second-hand market in general has pretty much collapsed. I've been posting on Discord today. The most famous is, or most famous, the most common one I've been showing off is a Custodes army that was priced at £1,200, £1,200, which would have retailed at GW for about £600, or £200 for a decent recaster-ish. Wild. Definitely not badly painted, but not like award-winning painting. So wildly overpriced for what it was. There was a little bit of heresy stuff, not too much heresy stuff there. Most of it was overpriced. All the 40k stuff's overpriced. Stuff that's just caked in paint being sold for nearly retail. It's bad. It's pretty bad. But I managed to get myself one good deal, which was a pre-assembled box of Chaos Space Marines for, as you can see, £10 English. Now, there is some damage, but that's not a huge deal. And I believe this is the, not easy to build, but this was the more slightly monoposy set that came out with Shadow Spear, I believe. That's fine. These guys are going to get blasted with a hairdryer to loosen up the glue. I'm going to pull them apart, and I'm going to be adding them to my Night Lords. So, £10. All I'm really going to salvage is possibly the backpacks and the bodies. Not bad, absolutely fine, happy with that. I also got some little resiny bits, but nothing, there they are, nothing really to write home about. The Square, I love the Square. They don't have a website, unfortunately. They are a little garage organisation, and they just make resin cast bits. This is just a bunch of rubble and ruins, and it's just bits I can add to some of my terrain to bulk it out, and it's always nice and cheap. I like them. I always end up buying loads of Egyptian themed stuff from them. So I did talk to them recently about some of the quality issues, and they're going to be looking at redoing some of the molds, because some of their older, like more popular molds are really starting to show their age. Which is great, good to know that a company is reinvesting money in themselves. Now, I can get this plastic bag out of the way. I decided I was going to go hit up my regular, which is the Perrys. I like the Perrys. Perrys do great historical models, and they always do a great deal, which is 3 boxes of models for £60. Now, normally a box of Perry models like this is £25. I bought a box of these. Actually, I bought 2 boxes of these at my last show I went to, which wasn't Salute. Can't remember. Doesn't really matter. So I've got a 3rd box of French heavy cavalry for one of my militia armies for 30k, because I'm not old enough to do historicals just yet. And I also picked up some Franco-Prussian War 1870s to 1871. The advancing kit and the skirmish line kit. So same army, just different sort of stylings of the models. And these will be the foot soldiers for my militia army. I wanted something that wasn't just all French, and I like the Prussians because they've got a nice basic looking uniform. If I show you the back of the box, you can see possibly it's just a nice simple model. They come with 4 different heads, 2 helmeted, a slouch cap like a almost like a Feltzmut from World War One, and a forage cap, which ironically actually is what Gaunt's Ghosts are described as having in the first book, I believe it is. So yeah, you gonna focus? Nah, but that's what's described as in the book. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm probably going to do them with just the slouch caps, because I want sort of the noble cavalry and the more lowborn infantry for my styles of the army. I took £100 with me. It cost me £12 to get in. I had to walk and get the train, and I'm absolutely exhausted from all of it. But that's fine. You know, it's what we do. So when I got back, I'd barely been in a minute or two, and there was a knock at the door, and my package from Element Games had arrived, which included the melee weapons upgrade set, the amazing Boo Yeah Orange from TT Combat, looking forward to playing with that, and some gloss varnish, because I was out of gloss varnish. So I thought, let's take a look at this. So, live Bando reaction. The set from Element Games, I think, costs 26 quid. Maybe not even that much. Ow. So let's have a look. And what we can do is we can compare this to the Mark II upgrade set from Forge World. So we get an instruction manual. The instruction manual instructs you, obviously. Good CAD renders of everything. Do you know what? If there's all these CAD renders of everything at GW, an enterprising, dirty little hacky person could, in theory, steal every model Games Workshop's made. That would be funny. Right, well, we're not going to need that. So, 2 sprues. Basically, it's the same sprue. So, we're only going to need to look at one. So, no wasted space. As always, GW can't be faulted on that. Their sprue game is peak. Gone are the days of 3rd to sort of 6th edition, where you might have great big sections like this with only 2-3 pieces in them. No, they cannot be faulted on their plastic injection technology. They most definitely are, you know, worthy of that. Very surprised to see that the power fists here have the fingers actually moulded onto the fists. I was expecting the same as the Sergeant sprue. No, camera does not want to autofocus. This new cheap camera is terrible. Don't worry, I will be replacing it as soon as I can. Yeah, so, I mean, we've seen all the parts. We know what's on here. There's nothing here that's really a, like, shock or a surprise. The faces are very good. I wish you guys could see, like, the actual detailing here, but this camera does not want to... It's not the best quality, I'm sorry. The weirdest thing is the spear. The spear is, like, held the wrong way round. It's held as if it's being held like this, like to stab down, when in theory you would expect it to be held up, head up, like that. but it's not. The arm, the way the hands. This is the. Well, that's this hand. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's fine if you've got a guy jumping and, you know, he's bringing the spear down. That's absolutely fine. But I don't know. It just feels really weird that it's that way around. Thunderhammer. I do like that. That's nice. The thing with the Thunderhammer is, right, because they've got these lovely, nice sections of like ribbing on the Thunderhammer, it'd be very easy to cut that at any point you want and give yourself, you know, a shorter Thunderhammer. You know, if you wanted a one-handed Thunderhammer, you could quite easily just clip the bottom off, clip out, you know, around, say, there-ish, and glue it back on, and you'd have got a one-handed Thunderhammer. Disappointed still that the bolt pistols, there's so many different variants. Yeah, I just wanted to be able to do a despoiler squad with all the same bolt pistols, but apparently not. Ah, well. So, yeah, all in all, it's not bad. But let's have a look at the Mark II, the old Mark II kit. I've got my box of bits. That'll do. As you can see, I'm building from Space Wolves at the moment. And, yeah, let's just pull the bits out and have a look. Now, obviously, these are made in China. We get the cool double-headed axe in the Mark II set. Volkite. Power Fist. Power Claws. 2 Power Fists. 2 Power Axes. The Maces. Oh no, there's more than that. There's 3 Power Fists. Heavy Chainsword. Lots of different arms, pistols, and swords. And some grenades. So, the old set, you got a nice selection of stuff. Aesthetically very different to modern day. And a wide selection of just interesting bits. Hand flamers, plasma pistols, grenades, you know, gladiuses, actual long swords. A very nice power mace. I would say that it's very difficult to say which if is one better or worse, because I think they are very much products of their time, and what you get in the older upgrade sets, which I think you can still get the sort of the Mark III and Mark IV one. Actually, you might even still be able to buy this one. The issue with these older ones is they are showing their age. The modern sculpting style of GW is very clean, and it does look strange when you look at it next to the hand sculpted resin stuff. The hand sculpted resin stuff does look rough compared to modern day CAD sculpting. Some people like it, some people think it's worse, people think it's lost some of its character. I actually prefer a lot of the CAD stuff. I don't mind the slightly chunkier details. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. But, all in all, for the price you're paying, it's still a little bit too much. If this was a straight up £20 kit, I think this would be an auto buy. I think possibly if you are building an army, unless you desperately need like despoilers, maybe buying one of these sets just to use is probably your best bet. You know, just get one for the bits box, as it were, and then you've got it, and you can use all the different parts how you want to. So yeah, that's that. Hopefully we get to see more on the 22nd, I believe it is, which is the Warhammer show that's coming up. There apparently is going to be heresy stuff there. I'll believe it when I see it. Hopefully it's not Legions Imperialis. My predictions for it, I don't know. Possibly the Solar Auxilia Baneblade kit. Solar Auxilia Baneblade. Possibly the Marine Super Heavy as well. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe if we're lucky, full scale Dark Mechanicus. But that I think might be something for next year. I think that'd be something they'll sit on for a while. Don't know. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. If you've got these, let me know if you like them, what you've been working with. Come over to Discord and share us pictures. Show us what you're working on. Alright, guys. My name is Bando. This is Breakfast with Bando. I'm going to go off and blast these guys with a hairdryer. If you want to support the channel, you know how to do it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.